Welcome to the Ghost Heads Nerd Talk Podcast. Interviews and conversations about nerd culture from all around the world. Now here are your three Ghostbuster hosts, Joe, Rain, and Val. Enjoy the show.
Hey, all you cool busters and bustettes. I'm Ghostbuster Joe.
And I'm Rain.
And this is episode 120 of Ghost Head Nerd Talk Podcast. Fans, we have a guest that is very, very super. She's so important to the Ghostbusters community. Even Baby Slimer came out today, even though he's on almost every episode of both my podcasts. But it's a different story for a different day. But I have a young lady that is, oh my gosh, she's part of the slime that keeps all of us together. Let's keep a big firehouse welcome to the one, the only, Robin Shelby. Welcome.
Woo!
Oh, Robin, welcome.
Hi, you guys. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy to be
Oh
here.
my gosh, Robin, it's been a while, has it? Like from
Yes.
us, like
Good to see you. Good to
yes,
see you,
finally,
of course.
shake the hands. Finally got it.
There you go. Virtual shake. There you go.
Still time, yeah. So, everybody knows who you are, Robin, because we all are super fans of you and all the work you've done with Ghostbusters. And oh my gosh, Robin, have you ever stepped back and just gone, oh my gosh, I'm their person. I'm like, have you like seen all the awesome stuff, the artwork people have done for you, like online? Like you're that girl. You're the Slimer girl.
Well, for those
I'm
who may not
always-
be initiated, though.
Yeah. Like if there's people that are watching this that are kind of like not really Ghostbuster fans, but they know about you, but they don't know you that well. Introduce you to people that are not really like bigger fans.
Yeah, I'm Robin Shelby. I played Slimer in Ghostbusters 2. And I also was asked to do the voice of Lady Slimer in Ghostbusters Answer the Call. So I'm a very lucky actress. It's kind of surreal, like what you're talking about. It's kind of hard to believe that I'm part of something so massive and so loved. I'm the luckiest girl in the world, honestly.
Awesome.
A legacy that lives on, too. Yeah.
And the fans are just so amazing. It's like it took a few years for people to even realize that anyone was in that costume. And ever since that day came where I went to a convention, people started realizing, oh, there's somebody in there. The fans have done nothing but support everything that I do. So I'm pretty lucky. There's somebody in there. The fans have done
That's so
nothing
cool.
but support everything.
Awesome. I just find it so cool that you're part of this franchise. Like what was it like to be able to wear that suit in Ghostbusters 2?
When I got cast, when I was told I was going to be doing it, I was basically a baby, just basically out of high school. It was surreal. It was big shoes to fill. It was, I need to live up to this character that everybody loves so much. So it was a lot of pressure. But when I was working with the people at ILM, I just had to listen and focus and do what they wanted me to do and not think about, you could really psych yourself out if you start thinking about how big the project is that you're working on. You don't want to do that. You just want to have fun and focus. And they helped me do that at Island. They were really great. So, I just tried to be in the moment, listen to what they wanted and not get too into my head about, oh my gosh, look what I'm doing. Because I wouldn't have had as much fun if I did that. So.
How long did it take to put all that suit and makeup on?
Good question. It started out about 35 minutes or so, and we
it's
got
not
it
too bad.
down to about 15 or 20. Like
wow.
as we all got used to what we all had to do to, like anything else, you got better and quicker at it. And the funny part, and I say this all the time, but it is pretty funny. I was in the costume. They could take the head off, but I was not allowed to eat in costume.
Really?
No. So Slimer was not allowed to eat. Right? And for a couple of reasons, the costume, but also I was so locked in that if I had inhaled or choked on anything, there's no way they could have gotten me out,
Oh, gosh.
basically in time to do anything. So they were just like, look, sip on water, be careful, and like have water, but eat when you're out of the costume. It's like, great, I'll do that. So
How long did you have to spend in it?
it depends. So, I mean, we shot like 15-hour days.
Oh, wow.
Not that I was in the costume for 15 straight hours. We would shoot for about an hour, remove the head, take a break, get some air, get some water, put the head back on, go again. And then of course we would take a longer break to eat, like at lunch, and take the costume off. So, but it was 15, I'd say 14 to 15-hour days, pretty much every day.
Wow. How long was the shooting for? Like a month or so, or?
About 6 weeks. We rehearsed for like 4, I believe, and we shot for like 6 weeks. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Are there any scenes from the movie that you shot that are not in the movie that you wish would have been?
There's one that, we all know Slimer picks Lewis up on the bus.
Yes.
What you don't know is he gets off the bus with him when he drops him off.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
why'd they cut
gets
that?
he cut it, and you can see some footage of it with just Rick Moranis. They shot it in New York, and they shot my part it never got put together. But it was one of the most amazing days that we had shooting. But basically, Lewis gets off the bus, Slimer gets off. He wants to go with Lewis to help him. And he tells him, no. He goes, but hey, let's go bowling sometime. You'd be great with those arms. And
Oh my God, no way. Again, why'd they cut that?
I don't know. It's adorable. And it kind of shows you, why he took him and where he was going with him. And then he just licks Lewis and flies off. I was most bummed about that, not making it.
Yeah, no, I would be too. Dang it. Oh, that's a cool insight, though. That's something really neat. Yeah.
Do you know how much padding that costume actually was?
A lot. I mean, it was all built with like metal and latex foam, and it was a ton of padding. Like it. You've seen pictures, right?
Yeah. They're like classics. Every time you see it, it's just like, oh my God. That one picture of you with your, I think you're like standing like this with the padding on, and it's like,
And there's some pictures too. If you notice, you'll see something on my nose. It's like a little white strip. And it was because they put the head on, and there was like a metal frame that fit to my face, so it would move when I moved, but it started cutting into my nose.
Ooh.
And so they got moleskin on my nose to protect it from getting all torn up. But they were great. Oh my gosh. Like that was like my first, obviously, really big gig and an important job that I loved. But luckily the people that I happened to be working with were the most amazingly talented and caring people I've ever met in my life. They were great.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so I mean, did you work with, besides Rick Moranis, did you work with any other cast, or?
I never worked with Rick Moranis. That's the thing.
Oh, really?
He shot his stuff in New York, and then I shot all my stuff at ILM in California.
No way. Okay.
And they put it all together. I did meet, while we were shooting, Bill Murray came in.
Oh, that's cool.
He was doing some looping at Skywalker Ranch, and he wanted to see what was going on. So Ivan Reitman, Bill Murray came by, and there's some footage of me meeting Bill Murray. And even then, I was a huge Saturday Night Live fan. It was I was looking at Bugs Bunny or something. It was crazy. It was meeting like your idol.
Like he's actually there. He's standing there.
Yeah, he's right here. And he couldn't have been, he was so sweet. He was so sweet and so random. At the end of the day, it was like a Friday. He brought in a DJ and drinks and turned the whole soundstage into like a big party.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
As a DJ, I respect that even more.
The Rain time machine, you could have just topped in and showed up in a DeLorean with your equipment and gone, "Hey, I'm a DJ, Mr. Murray."
Probably
Right.
wouldn't like the music I play now.
Could have DeLorean style and had the record, the CD players, the CDs in a little book, and been like, Back to the Future. They had the money, the that times money. Could have had like that times CDs or like records, and be like, "Hey, I'm a DJ. You don't need to know who I am, but I'm here." Like, then you would have bumped into Robin Shelby back in the day. One day you're going to be on a show. One day you're going to be at a thing called a podcast, and here's your invite. You just need to keep this cord and keep this thing on a piece of paper and keep it, and don't forget it. Like, boom. Podcast.
Was it? Do not open till 2025.
Yeah,
Right?
Don't open this link till 2025. What's a computer? Like,
What did you find was the hardest to do while in that costume? I mean, besides going to the bathroom.
Well, you're sweating so much. I really didn't have to go to the bathroom that much because it was
Oh, wow.
hot, and when you're sweating so much, you get kind of dehydrated anyway. So that really wasn't a huge problem. I would say the weight was the worst part of it because everything the face moved, and there were servos and wires, and it weighed
wow.
practically half of my body weight.
Oh my God! Wow.
And so it was that was the hardest part. The heat was
This
tough.
is 80s tech too. Yeah, it's not even like today's tech where they're tiny. Yeah, they're like, I'm sure they were much bigger. Yeah. Dang.
There's some photos online that shows like the hardware underneath is crazy, like absolutely crazy. But we got through it. We all got through it together.
Yeah.
That's achievement. So
And amazing. Yeah. No, it was character I was actually looking forward to the most when I watched, because I was a fan of the real Ghostbusters before it came out, and so I was like, oh cool, Slimer's in it, and a lot of friends we were excited to see what was going to happen. Is it going to be the same as the character from the show now, or is it going to be different?
Right.
And then I like that it took that different turn with it, and I love that they brought him back. Yeah, they brought him back.
It worked a little bit between the real Ghostbusters and the original. They kind of changed it just a little bit.
Melding of the two, like a realistic version, because I know he's cartoony, obviously can't do all that, but yeah, it was a neat and realistic version of it. I actually really like the character a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
and I love that you're also the lady Ghostbuster, or the lady Slimer.
I was about to bring that up right now. Like, let's go.
That's so neat.
Let's address the fans that are on that part of the chat that live in the basement. And they all look like trolls in a garden. We'll address that. You were no. She was. Yes, I know. Stop. That's yes. You see her. Yes, calm down, baby slime. I'll give you a candy bar later. You were the female Slimer too. Like, was it the same amount of gear this time, or was it smaller?
It was. I did the voice of Lady Slimer.
Oh, voice.
So
okay.
It was all. It was all. Yeah. There wasn't anyone in a costume for that. So it was me spending a couple of hours in an air-conditioned studio with a microphone compared to 6 weeks in a costume. So it was physically an easier gig to do Lady Slimer, but I was just so, again, surreal that I was asked to do it. I was in disbelief that I was working on a second Ghostbusters franchise film. I was like, how many people get that fortunate, I got definitely thrilled.
Especially as the Slimer character too. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah.
I tell people I'm the only person that I dated my own love interest on screen. Slimer, Lady Slimer.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
I need therapy. Yeah.
It'll be a Slimer with a tie on, just like they're trying to talk, and you're like, "Oh my god, that'll be hilarious!" TikTok. It's you, just as yourself, just like, and then it's Slimer, just like. And then Lady Slimer's next in between you two, and you're like, they're yelling at each other. And you're like, I'm just here because I'm known as Slimer, and this is my husband, and this is my husband. And we're like a big, beautiful couple. So, like, so you say you're in love with this guy. Yes, but he eats a lot. My bills. You want to see the bills? You have like a box next to you, like, This is what I go through in a day. That'd be the best TikTok ever, Robin. Like, you know how many views you'll get on that video?
Thinking
Right,
about it.
right.
You have to make
I'll
it the
let you know.
TikTok style, but that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious to do that.
But like I said, how many people can say that? That's I definitely am certainly grateful. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But now that you're part of one of the biggest franchises, are there any franchises that you wish or you would like to work with?
Ooh.
Be that Star
Ooh.
Wars or Aliens or whatever. Any particular favorites or Stranger Things?
Do you know what my favorite trilogy? Back to the Future.
Nice.
I've been in love with that movie forever. It's one of my go-tos. I absolutely love it. So that would have been like a dream to be part of any one of those. But
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
okay. I'll sit back and enjoy it. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. So with they had Afterlife come out, did you think you were gonna get another call for the Afterlife movie, or
I
you know?
didn't know. I honestly, I never expected. I just didn't know, and I knew they were shooting it over like in the UK. I didn't. I try not to expect anything, and you're not disappointed if it doesn't happen, right? But I saw it. I loved it. You know, it's different, but it holds its own in its own way. They're all
Yes.
very unique in their own sense. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I liked one thing. Each Ghostbusters movie is almost its own contained episode in a sense. I've been thinking about that too. It's like they don't leave too much on cliffhangers, which I really enjoy it because it's like they always take the approach of you never know if there's another one, so we'll just kind of leave it like that. So but yeah, really cool that they're each their own.
Absolutely.
I just find it really cool that back in the day when I was a kid, I would say that back in the day when I was a kid, but I would never think in my wildest dreams that we would have so many different versions of Ghostbusters within
Yeah.
the world. We had
Yeah.
the movies, Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters 2016 with the women as Ghostbusters, the cartoons, the real Ghostbusters, the extreme Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and then Afterlife, and then last year
Frozen
was
Empire.
it last year, Rain?
Frozen Empire.
We got Frozen Empire, and then we got a chance to see Slimer in his element again in New York City, wreaking havoc. What did you think about
Exactly.
seeing Slimer again, but not so like foamy? Like, was he? I couldn't tell if he was foam or
He was practical.
Yeah.
It was some practical, some, but yeah, I do. I remember reading that. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it went back to practical, which I loved.
Yeah.
I'm all about practical effects. I think there's just something that you just can't mimic with AI or
Yes.
having an artist in the studio or an actor in their heart acting in a character. You really can't compare the two in my mind. So I was glad to see that they went back. But, yeah, getting back to my answer.
Dave,
I'm
comic
glad to
books
see
too. Dave's
What's that?
like our unofficial mod. Yes, Dave. Yes, the comic books also.
But I think filmmakers are going back to practical effects too, more and more. Newer filmmakers are going back to like making it more real time, real practical effects, which I'm really, really, really happy they're doing that. I love it.
Yeah, because I think something's said for performance when you see something versus trying to imagine it, and then you don't really know exactly what it is, and then that might not translate well. But I think when you see a character, on screen, in front of you, you're like, oh shit, then you got that real reaction. I think that definitely lends well to it. Yeah.
And I think even with an actor, there are certain even little happy accidents that happen that you don't get when you're programming it in a computer.
Right.
I love that. With any real performed Slimer that isn't in a computer, there are all these little happy accidents that happen, and I just prefer that. I prefer it. I love it.
Any happy accidents you could share?
Well, that made it to screen.
Or if not,
at one point we were shooting and we were really close to getting something finished, and I didn't want to stop shooting. It's like, let's just get this done. And usually we took a break, like I said, like every hour or so, and it had been like way past that. And at one point they were like trying to talk to me to give me direction, and I wasn't responding. They're like, Robin, get her out. and seriously, it's like I basically like nearly passed out, but that was I blame me. I'm the one who was like, no, I'm fine, I can do it, let's just keep going.
Right.
Lesson learned. If you start feeling like you need a break, take a break. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Gotta tell the young actors out there, take breaks.
Yeah.
When you need it, it's better to take a break and come back and give it your all than nearly pass out. That's not good.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Like in my head, I had being a kid of the 80s and like watching Ghostbusters and like watching Ghostbusters 2, how they made Slimer more like their pet and stuff like that. Did you think that you were gonna get like a side Ghost Slimers movie, kind of like they had like all these side movies now back in the 80s?
I mean, that would be cool. I never really thought about it, but I think they should do it. That would be very cool to have a Slimer movie. I say go for it.
I
They
know
can have,
I'll
like,
write it up. I'll find a way to
family-
write that up.
Like have kids and live in the suburbs. I don't know.
Oh my god, he has a little fedora. Oh my god, with a little tie and comes in all like
She can have a little apron and a bow. You know,
Yeah.
make it work.
he has the 6 beers. He just goes with all these big sharp fingers. And he just goes with the beers and it's all spilling on the floor.
Works at a restaurant.
My baby's coming in mopping up, like mopping through. Kids are like in the background.
I mean, it was an interesting point though, because I remember when it was just the real Ghostbusters, and then they changed it. I think second or third season, it became Slimer and the real Ghostbusters, and a lot of people were going, "Well, Slimer going to get their own spinoff now?" And that didn't happen. So, yeah, that would have been interesting to see how that goes.
Absolutely. Can still happen. You never know. You never
That's
know.
true.
In the new
Yeah.
movie,
Anything on the Netflix show or any opinions? Have you heard anything?
I haven't, honestly, I've heard zero. I've heard nothing. So
Same.
I'm anxious to see what they do with it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I probably know exactly as much as you do about it, to be honest. It's true.
every time I leave the set, I run to Instagram seeing if I like stubbed on my toe as we talked about it, and then somewhere on the internet they're like, someone's talking, we should give him something. Ooh, oopsie. And I go, what's this? Oh, and my Instagram always refreshes after I see something that looks like Jason from Ghostbusters News would be like, oh, Joe's talking about it again. I'm going to type in something I saw. What? Like every single time. Every single time. Chad the Jason from Ghostbusters News. Another nice guy. Another nice guy in the community.
Absolutely.
Always give him props because he's a good person. And he made me want to do this.
There's a lot of good people in this community, which I'm really proud of, you know?
Yeah.
So many of the groups that are out there do so many amazing things for like different charities, which that's so cool. It's
Our
great.
team does.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's giving back. It's like you're taking something that you love, a movie and a franchise that you love, and turning it into something really great, which
And
I think is
positive.
cool.
Yeah.
I have a franchise, I think for now, Ghostbusters of Pike County, and Instagram took down my page. Didn't have anything on it with money. I kept trying to change the logo and fix my ADD. It made me go, okay, I'm going to fix it. It went complete. I came back to the page. Everything went white, and they told me to log out.
No. Oh, that's
Yep.
horrible.
I
I'm
cried.
sorry.
15 minutes. I had that page up for so long,
Oh.
and I tried to fix it and log back in. They told me, nope. I must have ADD'd and kept changing the picture, and they went,
Oh.
what are you doing, bot? Get out. Get out. As they said on TikTok.
They never reinstated it for you?
Nope, they didn't.
Oh man. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
And it was my anniversary. That's why I did that. I was going to put like a placket and put 5 years, and
Oh.
I just took it away. Just like,
Sorry.
but this page became my everything. It goes to a Nerd Talk page that I put all my times I do with Dudes at Ringside. But I really this show has really kept me going through COVID, through 2021, 2022, 2023, and then I got the girls. And now the girls are my friends, my internet buddies. My mom talks about Rain, and she doesn't ever met the girl.
Aw.
My dad, Papa Ghostbuster Panther, he talks
so
about
sweet.
Rain like he's known Rain for like 50 years. He's like, man, if Rain lived over here, oh God, she'd be part of just Shocking Connection. She'd be working with me. All I do is see Rain going to gigs and DJ. My God,
His dad's a DJ, and then since I'm a DJ, we follow, and then he thumbs up my posts and stuff. It's
he
really cool.
froths at the mouth. Robin, he every time he's like, oh man, Rain does so good. She's always doing gigs. I'm like, yeah, did you see the gigs she did? Did you zoom in? Like where she is?
Oh God! See, I didn't know that. I mean, I thought he watched like one or two, but I didn't know it was that much.
My mom's like, it's money, right? Yeah, it's money.
Aw, thanks, Dave. The check is in the mail.
And Joe's just here for the lady views.
I mean, I'm playing a festival next week. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
next week. Yeah. Next week, Thursday.
Have fun. Have a good
Yeah.
time.
Thanks. Really excited. Yeah. It's a big festival too. Yeah.
So, do you do a lot of conventions, Robin? And if you do you have any fun stories from any fans like that came up to you at tables?
Yes, I've done conventions, not recently, not so much since COVID, actually. I've done one here in LA. I want to start doing a few more. I miss it. I kind of miss
Come to
getting
Rose
out there.
Rose City up in Oregon. That's where I'm at. We're the Portland Ghostbusters. We have a full firehouse, a 62 ecto. We have the whole shebang at Rose City Comic Con.
You're not that far away. Oregon.
Yeah,
is
we're not
pretty
far away
close.
from you. Yeah.
Well, if I'm ever in that area, I'll let you know. We'll have to do like pizza or
Yeah,
something.
please do. Oh my God, my team would love to meet you. Yeah.
We'll do it. I'll let you know. We'll do it.
Awesome.
Any funny stories? I had a cousin of mine show up, and it's a cousin that I haven't seen in a while, and he had a son, a second cousin, who came up to my table, and he told his son, ask her to sign your butt. So he comes up. He goes, I have a marker. Can you sign my butt? I'm like, I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry. My cousin walks up crying, laughing. Like he was just dying. And it was just all kind of a prank on me. But I was like, oh my God. I've signed somebody's arm and they're going to get a tattoo.
Oh wow.
Of it, which is, it's like, no, don't do that to your body. No, don't do it. Just don't do it. But most of the time, honestly, it's like, it's such a great, people just show up, and 99.9% of the time, they're just there to show appreciation. And I like what you do. I love the franchise. It's all good. It's like, it's always a good, positive thing to be in a convention. So a few pranks here and there, whatever. I'll take it. It's okay. It's good.
So, tying into the Slimer, like, have you seen how they've been doing what they've been doing to Slimer lately? They gave him a butt. What do you think about that whole thing with the Slimer with the butt obsession now in the whole franchise?
Well, I mean, Slimer did have a butt. I mean, you look at my costume. It's, and even my I've got a maquette. It's quite clear. I mean, it's there. Now, obsession, I don't know so much about, if you want to be obsessed with it, I guess whatever floats your boat. But it's not a side you usually see of Slimer, though. I mean, that's the truth. You don't usually see it.
It's true.
I think it's hilarious. Everybody's obsessed with it. Like when they put it on things. Even Jason from Ghostbusters News says, if the Slimer doesn't have a butt, it's not official. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, And then I think Dave told me, "Oh, your baby Slimer's not officially handsome," but this is mock of Slimer from Real Ghostbusters, so he's not gonna have a butt. It's a baby, like you sickos. like,
Hey, my pucker
That's
butt.
funny.
He's got a nice
he has a
boob.
butt. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. There's other things to be obsessed with.
Body shaming.
Leave Slimer alone. The poor green
Oh,
guy
man.
needs to lose weight. So what? It's okay. Let him
He
be.
eats like me at work. That's why I think I've showed you this, Robin. I actually have a tattoo of Slimer on my thigh.
Do you really?
I think you did
Far
show me.
away. I want to fall off the chair.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's just NC-17.
That's true.
Oh wow!
Oh, cool.
I'm like looking up like I can look at it.
Can you see it?
Like
Yeah.
half of it.
Yeah. But I've seen it before though. I've actually yeah.
I think I tagged you in it when I first got it.
How long did that take to get that put on your leg?
That one, I think my sister would say, I think it took 2 hours of me just yapping about Ghostbusters and singing songs in the thing. And then when I left, I was like, Slimer's giving me wounds, man. My thigh has all kinds of...
Were you sober when you got the tattoo?
I drank one beer. I drank
Okay.
one nice long Yingling beer and laying sideways, trying not to look like the drunk guy with the Novocaine. I was just like... But
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
that
really cool.
you're on the wrong account. You got to go on Joe's Jonely fans to be able to see a full access of it, Shawn Michaels style, laying to the side with the belt over my crotch. Like, I got a title belt. Yeah, it's my internet title. Yeah, like, no. But yeah, that tattoo. See, if we ever meet, Robin, I'll have to have you sign the side of my thigh and then save it, and then I can get your tattoo.
Oh Lord.
My sister will be like, but I'll have you sign it in black because I know everybody would sign. Have you sign it in green? My sister's gonna be like, you want this poor woman to sign your what, Randy? Like,
Well, for those who are watching, if you guys have questions for Robin, feel free to put them in the chat. We can give them see if we can get some answers for you.
as I go, ask questions, people. No, something. Yeah. I'm trying to get the people to ask questions. The questions, people. There you go. Then my mod. There you go. Ask questions, peeps. Peeps. I said peeps. I didn't say peeps. I'm like, oh boy. There we go.
I don't know what happened to Val. Hopefully she's okay.
She messaged me on Instagram. She has something going on. What's? Oh, here we go. Oh, dang it! Sorry. Ah, dang it! There you go.
Dream project.
Ooh.
What's that? What's
Oh,
what's
what is? That's a question.
It's asking what your dream project is.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I grew up doing musical theater and being re-inspired from new movie musicals like Chicago, Wicked. I would love to do a movie musical. Would
Ooh,
love
that's
it. I miss it. Not many people really know that I sing as well. And no, I'm not going to sing for you right now. Just so you know. That's
I was
a
like,
big-
prove it. No, I'm kidding.
but I do. I miss it.
Oh.
But that would be a dream project, actually, being able to work on a fun musical and put it on film.
That'd be cool. Okay.
Any impressions of maybe doing a Ghostbusters musical? Because they did it in Spain. Did you know that?
Is it really?
Yes, look it up. All in Spanish.
Wow, I hadn't even thought about that. I did. I suppose that would be pretty cool.
Oh my god,
Work with
singing Slimer. Oh my gosh.
no, you'd have to have like a sing. All the guys would have to sing, right? And you'd have to have a great writer to write some music. But it could be fun.
I'm eating. Who are you? Who are you? Ah.
Well, no, you should make him sound like opera or something at the end.
Oh, we have Tracy. Tracy's here.
Hey, Tracy.
Again. Welcome. Tracy. Tracy's the inventor. She makes pops, and she made me,
Oh, wow.
and she made Rain, and she made Val. She's awesome. She's a really cool.
Oh, how
person.
cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would show. She's right here, but it broke in shipping, so I'm being very, very careful with it. So I have to fix her. I just haven't any time yet. But I put her in her safe place, so she's right there.
That's so cool. I love pops. They're awesome. Yeah.
She made Ghostbuster Joe. She made Joe Panther the Third, and she made the man that made me become a wrestling fan. She made my grandfather, Jose Quinones, which wrestled in the 50s and 60s. That was my dad cried, literally holding it in his hand for 15 minutes, stared at it. And was just like, oh
Really?
my God, it's everything he wore. How didn't you know? I'm like, I described. Like,
It's only so Joe can touch himself.
of course. Yeah. It was accurate.
Oh, there was another question from Dave. Dave says, "How about two cops in a car, the movie?"
Oh, and thank you for that question. That's awesome. That's a web series that we've been working on for about 3 or 4 years. My husband and I play two cops that are totally inept, completely horrible cops that have no idea what they're doing, and their mishaps. We're working on another season right now. We might be in a few. Yeah. Oh yeah. A few film festivals we've applied to. So last year we screened at the Chinese Theater with a couple of episodes of Two Cops in a Car. So that was really cool. So yeah, it keeps us busy. It keeps us entertained. It keeps us creative. And if you're listening, check it out. It's on YouTube. Two Cops in a Car. It's got its own page on it's Facebook too. So you can watch it on Facebook.
Awesome. Check that out.
That's cool. Did you guys ever try to see if get it on like any other platforms, like on Hulu or like anything like that?
No, we have. That's a really good question. We haven't. They're really short episodes. It's almost like the longest one is like 5 minutes and 20 seconds, I think, and they can be as short as like a minute 30. So they're really short little short films, tiny short films. So I don't know if there's if Hulu takes like material like that, but not a bad idea to look into other platforms that could carry it though.
Oh, where do you film it at? Do you just film it on location or just out and about?
Right. There's right around the corner from our own house. We use our own car. There's a location that's perfect with the lighting. So we usually shoot there on, in the morning, like it takes about 2 hours to shoot an episode. So we can shoot easily a couple episodes in a day. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun. It's like no pressure. We have actor friends that have joined us and been part of it. And they're all wonderful. And we all have a great time. It's like the easiest shoot you'll be on. It's so much fun. We have a good time.
Oh, that sounds so much fun.
Awesome.
Dave says he watches it like a playlist.
Oh, thank you. It's fun. And my husband writes it. I love to act. I don't consider myself the writer. He's so funny. My husband writes and is hysterical. Like he comes up with some great stuff to do. So that's why hey, let's just write it, cast it, shoot it. And it's just it's a blast.
Will Slimer be in one of the episodes?
So
maybe make him pink so that way he's not, or some other different color so that way.
I wish I lived on the West Coast. I was like, can you book Rain and I as two of the perps you have to arrest? And then you have me against the wall. You get against the wall, you little nerd. What? I got my freedoms. Yeah, right.
There's a few episodes I'm wearing a Ghostbusters shirt. There are a few little nods to it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Get against the wall, you little nerd. What?
Yeah.
Your husband's like checking Rain. What with this purple hair? What do you think you're trying to be? Some kind of punk rocker? What? See
it should be like we're like frisking and that you're pulling out like Ghostbuster props everywhere, like proton pack, patches, trap.
Val's like, don't check in that other pocket, and something of 18 inches falls out. Yes, I do. Like, what's that? Rain's Val's like, oh no, wrong bag. I'm like, gotta watch your video to get the inside joke. Stupid joke. I would have, because I love nerd candy and a bunch of candy just falls out of my jacket because that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like random. Like, here we go. This is Joe because I like to talk about food, and that's always me. What would you say would be like in your local area? Where would be that spot to always get food? That's like your favorite place to go to.
I'm huge. I love sushi. We go to a place called Kabuki Sushi, which is here in LA. My other favorite food, pizza. I do love pizza. The thing is, I've been kind of going. It's hard to find a gluten-free pizza crust. It's not easy.
That's a good one,
but
too.
And a good one. Yeah, we finally found one at Ralph's, believe it or not, at one of our grocery stores. It's like not many people carry it, but I love pizza. I always have, and I'm one of those people. I do put pineapple on my pizza.
I do too.
Canadian bacon and pineapple. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. My daughter will only eat pepperoni and pineapple.
My sister's from Brooklyn. I interviewed somebody one time and they said that on their pizza, and Angela's like, don't ever, and she messaged me, don't ever let me ever catch you getting that in Brooklyn. You'll get banned from Brooklyn for life. I was like, what?
Really?
Why is it so sacrilege to have something sweet, but yet
I don't know. I don't know. Brooklyn people, they go hard. like
I say whatever you like on your pizza is good. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, if you enjoy it, have it on your pizza.
If you're paying for it, as I say.
Who scoff at like what ketchup on eggs and mayonnaise with French fries. So
I put hot sauce on my eggs when there's hot sauce at my job.
Yeah, but
and they all look at me like, I'm Latin. What am I supposed to do? I'm Latin.
Ketchup and eggs, I can't figure out. Not for me, but hot sauce, I get it. You like ketchup and eggs?
I will put a little ketchup on eggs. I've done.
See, I do mayo. I like mayo, like mixed up, kind of like an egg salad. That makes sense, but yeah,
a little something. But
my favorite quick lunch is fry up an egg in a skillet, mayo, piece of bread, Swiss cheese. You're good to go.
Ooh,
nice.
Got it. Awesome. Here we go. I always do this to the wrestlers that I interview with food style. If the restaurant you go to, that sushi restaurant, if they can make you your own Robin Shelby like meal, what would be in that sushi bowl? What would it be? A sushi bowl? Roll. Would it be an actual sushi? Like, what would it be?
Wow. I love baked scallops. Baked scallops and snow crab.
Ooh.
Over rice. That's my favorite.
Would it be Slimer themed or would it be just Robin Shelby?
That's Robin Shelby.
Okay.
It's like Slimer themed would be like anything that's in the garbage that people haven't eaten.
It's true.
Throw it in a bowl and he'll go for it. He'll eat it.
It'd be the trash roll.
Exactly, right? Garbage roll. Exactly.
Garbage roll. There you go.
Oh my god. Wow. So you said you never got a chance to meet any of the rest of the guys. So you never got a chance to meet Harold Ramis or anything when you were on set?
I never got to meet. That's my one huge regret. I never got to thank him for writing what he wrote and letting me be a part of his baby. I've become friends. Ernie Hudson is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He's incredible.
I heard, yeah.
I adore him. And one of my first conventions was at Horror Hound in Ohio. was in the same room with him, and Slavica, who played Gozer,
No
was
way.
but Ernie, we became friends. He's great. He's like one of the most down to earth, sweet people you'll ever meet. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, my team met him when last time he came out here in Portland at Rose City Comic Con, and my team just gushes about him all the time. Such a really nice
He's
guy.
great.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's one of those people that you hope he's nice and you meet him and he's 3 times nicer than you thought he would be. Yeah, he's
Exactly. Yeah. No.
He's really
love
cool.
to hear that.
My dad was talking about him yesterday. When I watched your video in the parking lot of Bethel Woods. By the way, that was the coolest experience ever. Sitting in the Bethel Woods parking lot, drinking beer before the concert. Green bottle, of course, Yingling. And I was watching the video, and then we mentioned the cast, and I said, "Dad, you wouldn't believe who the oldest Ghostbuster is." And he's like, and he was going to lead Bill. No, my mom's like, yeah, Bill Connell. Bill. I'm like, no, the one that died. No, Ernie Hudson. My dad's like,
He looks
"No."
amazing.
He's like, really? What? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
And
I wouldn't have guessed.
You
Yeah.
never know it. You would never know it. Yeah, he's
jacked too. He's
super healthy, super in
Yeah.
shape, takes care of himself, and I love it. That's great.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he's the sex appeal. He's got to keep it, right?
There you go. Right? Hey,
Yeah.
absolutely.
got to keep the franchise going. You know,
Right.
Robin, you got anything else? Oh, I mean, Rain. Oh wow, I said Robin and then Rain. 2 hours in the same show. Oh boy.
Robin, Raymond, Rob. Yeah.
So, Rain, do you have anything else for Robin?
No. I know I'll have like 500 questions after we're done. It's always when I'm on the spot and it's like, file not found.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah, I will go back and I'm like, why didn't I ask that or ask that? It always happens to me.
I want to say personally, I want to say thank you to every Ghostbusters fan I've met at a convention who's been so kind. I appreciate every one of you, so thank you. And I want to get out and do more, so hopefully I'll be back out and get to see you again soon.
Yeah. Actually, I'll talk to my team. We actually have we give out honorary member patches, and I think my team would love to do that for you. We have an honorary member because we did it for Patton Oswalt, and because we met him at he was doing a signing at Rose City Comic Con. He actually signed my Proton Pack. We done it for a bunch of Billy West because he was the voice on Real Ghostbusters. So yeah,
Right.
I'm very, yeah, we'll make it happen.
Well, I would be honored. But yeah, I'm just super appreciative. Like I said from the very beginning, super lucky. Who would have guessed? This little kid from Illinois would end up being able to do such cool things, you know?
Well, here we go. That's a question. How did you get into acting? How did you land that part? Was it luck or?
I started doing musical theater when I was 11. So that's kind of how I got the acting bug. But I worked on a movie called Willow.
You were in Willow?
Yeah. I was
No
a troll
way.
that got eaten. I was a troll that got eaten off the bridge by the 2-headed monster.
No, oh my God. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Joe, how do you not know what Willow is?
I know Willow.
No, I love that movie.
And I worked for like 2 days at ILM. That was my introduction to ILM.
Okay.
So I guess technically that was my first big gig, really. And then a year later is when they were looking for someone to get in the suit and be Slimer. And they thought, do you remember Robin? Let's audition her. Let's find out if she'd be good for this. So, I owe it kind of to working on Willow that they knew my name, they knew who I was, and they said, "Come on back and we'll ask you to audition."
That's awesome that they immediately thought of you. That's so cool.
Yeah, one of the people at ILM who's a genius, Ned Gorman, who's one of the special effects supervisors, managers there. He's the one that knew me from Willow and said, "Wait a minute, we might want to talk to this girl who I worked with on Willow." So kind of owe it to him, really, that they called me in at all. Yeah.
How old were you when you did Willow?
18.
Oh wow.
When I,
Okay.
and a year later, I was auditioning for Ghostbusters.
Dix, you were 19 when you wore the suit.
Like 19 into 20. Yeah.
Dang,
I
that's
was
cool.
I was a kid.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, I was like a kid in a candy store, you know, a young creative actor who was just, you know, in awe of everything that I was seeing. So it was a great experience. It really was.
Were you familiar with Ghostbusters before going to Slimer? Or
Oh yeah.
okay.
But what it's funny, when I auditioned, they didn't initially tell me what I was auditioning for.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of like a, you know, they're keeping it on the DL.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
when I got cast, I obviously I knew who Slimer was, but I did not want to go back and watch the first film after that because I wanted to go in with a fresh mindset and just do what they wanted me to do, not what I thought they would want me to do
Right,
from the
right.
first film. So I said, okay, no, I'm not going to watch it. It was so tempting, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Do you ever go back and watch the movie at all if it ever comes on, or are you one of those like, no, I don't watch what you done?
You know, I'll catch it if it might be on cable, and I'll be surfing and I'll stop and watch it. I've watched Answer the Call quite a few times.
Oh,
The
cool.
regular cut, the director's cut, which I prefer the director's cut.
Yeah.
It makes more sense when you see everything in the director's cut.
Yes.
I've watched that a lot too. And I've seen the original Ghostbusters in different events and showings outside that I went to like so many times. But yeah, I'm a big fan too. I went into working on Ghostbusters 2 as a fan myself. So yeah.
That's awesome.
I got a chance to actually meet Paul Feig outside in New York City after Comic-Con. I think I told this story to Rain before. Me and my buddy were walking from the Javits Center, and my friend's like, "Oh, we'll take the train." I was like, "No, I want to walk the streets of New York in my Ghostbusters flight suit with my pack on my back. Just walk down to the Grand Central. I'm walking, I have my goggles and my fedora. I'm just walking, and this guy, this tall, skinny guy with the hair floofed up, blue suit, walks around me, stops, looks at me, does this, hi, and then turns, and I'm like, dude, that's Paul Feig. My friend goes, because I call myself the celebrity magnet, because celebrities manage to find me anywhere I go. Like I met a guy from the New York City sports station, the WFAN, at Yankee Stadium, and I didn't have my red glasses on. It was just me, just as Joe, and I was like, dang it, take a picture, cool. So long story short, I'm like, Paul goes, hey, and I'm like, he's walking like this far in front of me, and I'm just like, it's Paul Feig, and my friend's like, stop doing that, Joe, and I was like, hold on. Hey, Paul. And he turns around like the video of Paul Feig. Hey, guys. Like, did that. And I was like, Paul. He's like, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm busy. I'm like, can we take a picture? He's like, sure. And he took a picture. I gave him my Ghostbusters franchise sticker, and he's like, took a picture with it. It's on Instagram. He's just like, that's the picture I used, like him holding our logo like this.
Yeah.
And he says the picture, and he goes, here you go. And I'm like, no, that's for you. He's like, you're going to give me your franchise sticker? Really? And I was like, look when we were founded. And he went, oh my God, 2016. Oh, cool. A franchise that was actually founded around the time of my movie. I was like, well, you know, we were just founded around the same time. Like, but yeah, super nice guy, super funny, super sweet.
He's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, cool. He had actually written me. I hadn't met him yet, and it was the Christmas before, like the Christmas of 2015, and I get a Twitter message. So it was when it was still Twitter, a Twitter message from Paul saying, "Hey, I got something you might be interested in. Let me know if you're interested." And he told me what it was, and I screamed, and my husband had no idea why I was screaming. He's like, what's, are you okay? He's like, no, yeah, you got to read this. Check this out. And he goes, well, write him back and say yes. What are you doing? But I hadn't even met him, and he reached out to me. So that was super cool. Like I had no idea he even knew I existed at that point. So it was
Huh.
pretty cool.
That is cool.
Awesome. That's so
It's like
cool.
bringing back cast from like all from before kind of thing. It's really neat.
He's a true. He's like I think he was kind of in his own little love letter to Ghostbusters. I think putting that together. Yeah.
It gets so much hate, but I love the movie. I like it,
Can I tell you something? I do too.
and I will
Whether I was
defend
in it. What's that? I'm so sorry.
I will defend it. Yeah.
I do too. Like I met Paul
I
Feig,
agree.
and normally people I posted the picture on Facebook, ladies, and you know how people become those, what do they call that, the keyboard warriors. This
Yeah.
person actually went at me and called me a Paul Feig pepper and blocked me, and I was like, such a big boy. I was gonna time it, such a big boy, commenting and blocking me like a little bitch.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like you said. There's so much hate. I don't quite get it. And if you
No, I
had
just
just seen the movie on its own and not compared it, it really was a good movie all on its own.
yeah.
I just think there was a lot of things going on there. There was a lot of, I think, even everything from maybe jealousy, misogyny, you
Yes.
name it. I think there are just some issues that put it aside and just watch the movie.
Yeah.
And you'll
Right.
you probably find it's kind of funny, and it was. I thought. I agree with you. I liked it.
I
Yeah.
started the theater in my local town, and I literally had to tell one of the guys I used to work with in my grocery store, dude, shut the heck up. It's a movie. It's not like they just took that. Well, it was before Thanos. They didn't just take your Ghostbusters and snap it out of existence. It's a separate universe. And where I
That's
live in
what
a
I
little
say.
podunk
Well, like
town.
you believe in multiverse, it's just a different universe. That's why the original characters are submit because they're tied to that kind of
Right.
story. And that's usually the what I use against people because I usually get all the time at conventions where they're like, "Oh, I love Ghostbusters, but I hate that 2016 movie," and then suddenly they want to gush about it. To me, like I'm gonna agree with them. And I'm like, you're talking to the wrong person. I built
Yeah.
2016 props, and I'm like, I love the movie, and then I talk about the multiverse thing, and then it kind of ponders. I'm like, look, I get it when it came out. A lot of people were scared that it wasn't that it was because it was a reboot that it was gonna like not pay homage to the originals or the originals were some gonna be erased some way. But I just felt like it's like just do it on its own. It wasn't gonna erase anything.
Right.
It was just something different. I think it was because it was called a reboot. That's why I think that they were like they didn't want to everything that they loved taken away, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like, you should just embrace something new. It's not erasing what it was before. And because it's successful, which is this argument, because it's successful, which means they redo another one with the original cast.
Exactly.
And so, and then we ended up doing that, so.
Yeah.
But it sucks now. We will never see another. I would hope to see another 2016, a sequel to it.
I don't think so.
I don't think it'll happen either. Right. But I would love
it.
Yeah.
I would love it too.
It'd be kind of hard because over the years now, there's so many other female actors. So if they did, even though they would have to do years later, what new young female actresses would you have be the new female Ghostbusters that are in the thing, or would you add another franchise to another state?
You're right. Right.
And there's so many female actresses that we missed out a chance seeing them as Ghostbusters, like Tina Fey. Tina Fey's buddy with the blonde hair. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now. She was another SNL alum. Oh my gosh.
Oh! I know you're talking about. Oh, I know you're talking about. Her name is on the tip of my tongue.
I just saw her in Sisters. I just watched Sisters, and she was with her in the movie Sisters.
And she hosts like some award shows with her, right? Her best friend.
The blonde. Couldn't you see her as a Ghostbuster? Amy Poehler. Can't you see Amy Poehler being a Ghostbuster? I could. I could see her being a Ghostbuster.
She's brilliant. Are you kidding me?
I would say, Paul, move aside. I got this. Give me the keys. I know how to do that. I know how to make this a funny movie.
There's some very, very funny women that could hold their own. Absolutely. I agree.
Girl power. I'm about to get hate for that.
No.
I'll hold it. I interview a lot of female wrestlers, and people always ask me why you interview female wrestlers. Girls are awesome. I got plenty of muscle mommies that'll defend me on that one. Trust me. Before we go, Robin, if there was any fans in the community that have not started following you on social media, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Facebook / just look Robin Shelby. Instagram, same thing, Robin Shelby. And go to YouTube, Two Cops in a Car. You can kind of see our work there too. But I love being on Facebook and interacting with fans. So yeah, and Instagram, I'm spending more and more time there too. So yeah, find me on there. Absolutely.
Awesome. Any upcoming projects that you could talk about?
I've auditioned for a couple that have had NDAs. I can't talk about it.
Oh,
That's a good thing. No,
that's a good thing. Yeah, you're still working. That's great.
Still with projects that I'm super excited to even have auditioned for it, whether I get it.
Oh, that's even more exciting. Oh, I'm excited for you. Pretty cool. Like I said, I'm lucky, and there's a lot less going on. A lot of actors will tell you there aren't a lot of auditions happening. Not a lot right now being produced, but Yeah.
when it comes in right now, when you get a chance to be up for a project, it's like a lottery win, really.
Right. Don't miss it. Yeah. No,
Like any news, if and when I can announce it, I'll put it on Facebook and social media, Instagram, and let people know when I can do it.
Cool.
You can always tag us. We'll always be your collab if you need it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. We love our Slimer and we love our Robin Shelby even harder.
Aw. And again, thank you for having me, you guys. Thank you both.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Val couldn't be here because she had something to do with her family, something going on. So
tell her never to speak to me again. It's okay. It's all good.
Val's gonna be like, no.
She's
Val,
dead to me now.
You're dead to me, Val. You're dead to me. Don't talk to me anymore. I'm joking. I'm
Val's
kidding.
gonna be crying and no.
You have anger and
Simply
Slimer.
joking.
Now, never gonna feed you no, eat the pizza. Nope. Timer. No. But thank you so much, Robin, for finally appearing on our podcast. This episode, you don't even know when you said yes. I was like the girl trying to find something to wear.
He did. He texted me immediately. Oh my god! And I was like, what? And it was just like, you won't believe it.
And I'm the biggest dork on the face of the planet, just so you know. It's true. I am. I'll admit it.
Oh, you're among friends.
Yes.
Thank you. Good. I
And
knew I
don't
was.
forget the green glasses are kind of like a Slimer homage because slime on the face kind of glasses. Because I wear red ones during Dudes at Ringside. See, these are the red ones I wear during Dudes at Ringside.
I love it. Yeah.
These are the original.
Awesome.
These glasses I've had for 4 years.
Wow.
And they
Very
just
cool.
been staying together and how without pulling them, ripping them off my face when I'm done with the show. But thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you.
Again, don't forget to give Robin a follow on all her social medias if you're a real fan, but if you're a Ghostbuster fan and you haven't found her yet, follow Robin Shelby. Check out her YouTube channel with the Two Cops. It's really cool. Thanks you again. I am Ghostbuster Joe.
And I'm Rain.
And I'm Robin.
And just remember, fans, us ghost heads have a lot to talk about. Good night, everybody.
Thank you both.